Okay, so hopefully you are looking at the blackboard. I think you're looking at this, yeah, this blackboard. And I'm going to solve the one that I told you I was going to solve, okay? So let me just get this thing, make myself, okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start right away. You know, I have over here which one is the one that I'm gonna solve, so you have it in the book. I think I have put all the information that I need, and also, whoop, I'm just trying to pull this one down, and also, what? You have the answers at the end of the book. So, okay, that's important. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this. Equilibrium to D. Let me just put equilibrium to D. This is the standard part of the problem. Then we go to the Truss problem. Okay, so let me just go and put X, forces at X. So instead of putting the force at X, I'm just gonna put this X. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, which ones are going to the left or right or whatever. And what I have over here, maybe you see that this is a pin support. So I'm gonna put the AY, and I'm gonna put it over here. So sorry, but you know what I mean, okay? That is located right at this point. And so I have that EX is going to the right plus nothing because nothing else is trying to compensate. Therefore, I already have one of the informations, which is this one. This is the X part of the support. Now, what about Y? Well, the Y part, let me just see which one goes up. AY goes up. Here also I have a roller over there, and this guy should be called ND, so plus ND minus these ones that are going down, but I'm gonna put it in the other part of the equation, so it should be 3200. Okay, I'm just checking here because I have already done the calculation, so I do not spend time on that on that, but from here I cannot solve this guy and I cannot solve this. Therefore, I'm gonna jump right at MA equals to 0, YA, because I just want to, but you can choose actually another point. So this will give me what? Let's just start with the 2000. Maybe you see that 2000 is producing a minus moment because if I need to walk 6 in order to find that 2000. Still minus, which is, I'm gonna go to this force of 1200 and I need to walk 14 from there. So 14, let me just put 14. And I one moment compensating, which is ND, that's the force multiplied by the distance. And the distance is actually 20. So 20 and this guy should be equals to 0. So not known and everything else is known. Therefore, I think I can get it. So what I did here with my awesome skills for algebra, arithmetics, I'm just being sarcastic. So I'm gonna do this. So this, I divide everything by 2. So if I divide everything by 2, this guy is 600 and this guy is 1000. Therefore, I have minus 6000 over here. And I already have here because I don't want to do the whole deal, but this guy should be this. Check it out if I'm wrong. And so from here, I have that ND should be equal to what? So these guys are negative. I'm going to pass positive to this place. Therefore, what I will have is this number. These guys are pounds. So let me just put ND equals to this number. So if I've substituted over the right Y, I will get that AY equals to 1,760 pounds. So I don't like the numbers too much, but that's what it is. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. You have solved your equilibrium to the problem so far. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with the join method of join. So let me just do that. So I'm gonna change color just because I have that possibility to do that. Well, okay, so what I have here is the method of join. So method, I'm just trying to to polish my skills with this. So method of joins, joins. Well, okay, so let's start. I'm gonna try to get one of the joins. So I'm pretty standard guy and I always use start at the left, but it actually depends, okay? So join A. At join A, I will have something going up, which is AY. So let me just put the 1760. I'm gonna put this guy over here, which is TAE, TAE, okay, TAE, and this guy, which is TAB. You know that, right? So I'm starting this point in order to get the bars, what is happening to the bars. Well, okay, let me just move myself here. And from here, I'm gonna use, okay, so let's just try at X. At X, I will have the TAB plus something of TAE. Sorry about it, but I need to use the triangle again. This guy should be equals to 0. Now the problem here, well, let me just write Y. So for Y, I will have the 1760 going up and plus TAE, but some of it, the vertical part, which is something equals to 0. Now I will try to find that part. Okay, now from here, right from the start, maybe you see this slope. This is a slope that I tried to find. Maybe it's not that easy to see, but with some, they are not saying you this they're not telling you this in the book, but maybe you can actually get it. That this floor over here, I'm gonna put it all over from this place to this place, should be 10. 6 plus the half of 8, which is 4. Okay, so I'm thinking that this guy is 4. If I don't have any data, I'm trying to think that this triangle behaves like that. So the floor is 10, so I'm gonna put here 10, okay? And the height of this thing is 8. So maybe I can reduce these two sides of a triangle so I don't have big numbers. So you will see that this is a 5, 4. So I'm gonna get a 5, 4. And if I'm not mistaken, this thing should be 25 plus 16, which is 41. That's the whole deal that I'm trying to do. This is 41, okay? Okay, so okay, I was going to wait to the other case, but right from the start, okay, now what about this triangle? What would be this triangle? I'm gonna need it later. So right from the start, I have a 4 as a floor, okay, this 4 over here, and its height is 8. So maybe you see that this is a 1, 2 triangle is the same proportion. Therefore, I will stuck myself with a 5, square root of 5 over there. So that's the slope of this bar, and this is the slope of this bar. And I'm gonna use it now for the, going back to this joint, okay? So for this TAE, I need the horizontal part, and the horizontal part, maybe you see that is 5 over here. So 5 divided by square root of 41, okay. And the other guy is 4 square root of 41. Fine. Now, right from here, I can jump and write this TAE. Oh my God, please let me. TAE equals to, how much is this? Because I already have it over here. You need to believe me about the numbers, okay? So 440 square root of 41. This is compression. And the units are pounds, but I didn't have much of space to put it, okay? So this 440 square root of 41, I already have this here. So boom, I already want one of these, I already have this bar there. Now I'm gonna substitute it over here. If I'm gonna substitute over here, what I will get over there is something like this. So I'm gonna put it down here. So TAB, let me just see what I'm gonna do. TAE plus the minus 440 square root of 41. Okay, this is actually TAE or what I got. 5 square root of 41. And let me just, yeah, that's it, equals to 0. So this 41 square root just goes out. So what I'm stuck with is TAB positive, because this thing is negative and you're gonna pass positive. So equals to positive 5 times 440, which is actually, if I'm not mistaken, 2200. Okay, so this thing is tension. So pretty simple. Now I already have U2. Fine, so let me just end. With that, I already end this joint. And what else? Well, another joint and solve it. Another joint and solve it. Another joint and solve it. And another joint? No, maybe just stop there because you already have solved all the bars. Well, that's the idea of this. Now, I'm going to go here and find another one. I'm going to pick myself a nice joint, not that difficult. I don't want to see too many diagonals. So it's I was gonna say it's not that I'm scared, but yeah, it's a little bit easier to work with not many diagonals. Therefore, I wanna pick joint. What did I pick? Joint E. Well, precisely the one that I was not looking for. But okay, so I'm gonna do it. What I'm, yeah, now I remember what I was doing joint E. Joint E is this one over here, and it's an awful to choose joint, okay? Nonetheless, I'm gonna do it. Why? Because now I remember what I thought. I'm gonna do a really hard one so you can know what to do later, okay? So from here, I'm gonna pick this one. And if you see, no, I cannot do that one. What I was doing that. No, I cannot do it. Oh, I cannot do this one. Look, look, look. This is what I'm trying to do here. Uh, joint E. Okay, so let me just, you know, I want to write over there, but I cannot. So, okay. I already have this bar. I don't have this one. I don't have this one, and I don't have this one. So, okay, joint E, it's a bad joint. So, okay, maybe you see that as a mistake, so you can probably avoid it. I cannot do joint E, so I'm gonna do another joint. The one that I was looking for was, what's the one that I did? Well, I can actually pick D or B. I think I picked B. So whatever it is, so I'm gonna do it. So joint, oops, joint B, B buddy, B, B. Well, okay, let's just pick joint B up. I have that guy over there. I have the 2000 going down here. I have the TBC going out because I actually don't know if this thing is in tension or compression. I have this bar over here whose name is TBE, TBE, and I have this body over here which is okay, TAP. And I need to go to TAP. So it was tension. Remember what I told you. If it was in tension in one tip, it needs to be in tension in the other tip. Otherwise, it moves. So it wants to pull out the joint A, the joint B, sorry. So it's actually trying to pull also the joint A. But its number, I already have it. It's 2200. Well, okay, so I'm gonna do my standard stuff. Now that I have put this in the right way, I can begin. So X, for X, I have the minus 2200 going to the left, the plus TBC, TBC going to the right, and the plus TBE, but some part of it, what is happening to this? No, it doesn't allow me to put the B completely. So remember that I already had this triangle. It was a 1, 2, square root of 5. Remember that, please? So if you're, I care about the horizontal part, which is a 1, square root of 5. So equals to 0. Therefore, from here, two unknowns, I cannot solve it right away. Let's go with Y. So if I'm gonna go with Y, I'm gonna have the minus 2000 going down and the plus TBE vertical part. And its vertical part is gonna be the 2 square root of 5, so equals to 0 there. From here, I have that TBE equals, if I can divide everything by 1, I want to get this, and this guy's gonna be 1000. So I'm trying to simplify my life over here. It's gonna be a plus, so it's gonna pass as a plus. So plus 1000, yeah, 1000 square root of 5. These things should be in tension. So good for me that I already have this. I have found this guy. Now I'm gonna use X in order to find the other bar. So from here, from X, again, so from X, I have the minus 2200. I have the plus TBC. Oh my God, TBC. And this I'm gonna put simply plus 1000 square root of 5 times 1 square root of 5, and I just cancel these square roots, equals to 0. Therefore, I have a plus 1000 with a minus 2200, so it's gonna have a minus 1200. That's gonna be a plus if I put it over here. So TBC is gonna be equal to plus 1200, and this thing should be tension. So instead of just doing mathematics, I can maybe, yeah, let's go here. So this guy is actually doing this, 2000 going down, and TBE is going up. Therefore, it should be tension. So it's right because the 2000 should be compensated by somebody, which is this TBE going up. So it's right, okay? Now, for this thing, if this thing is going up, okay, it's actually going to the right too. So if it's going to the right, this thing it's going to the right too, but not as hard as this 2200 because somebody, TB, is actually helping TBC. So TBC shouldn't be that big as 2200. That's why it is lower. This 1200 is lower than the 2200 because TB is actually helping TBC going to the right. Well, those are some things that you can actually do with some intuition, but some of the times you can and some others you cannot. Well, okay, so let me go to another joint. So far I already have this bar and I already have this bar. Now I'm gonna go to do the hardest joint or some creepy joint that I have over there because I have a lot of diagonals and I told you that I would like to avoid diagonals, but since I'm doing this in a video, I don't care, so I'm gonna do it right there. So joint E. So for joint E. So let me just put it over here. Yeah, I think I got it over there. So E, and this guy is something, 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 something. Now, there are some of them that I already know. I'm gonna put the ones that I don't know. So let me just put this thing over here. Its name is gonna be TEC. Now, the name of this guy is gonna be TED. Yeah, that I don't know, TED. Okay, so these ones are easy to put because since I don't know them, I put it as intention. Okay, now about these guys that I already know, let's just go to AE again. AE again, I had it over here and it was compression. So if it's compression, it should be pushing in the joint and with this magnitude. So I'm gonna put the 440 square root of 41. So whatever is that. Okay, so this is this. Now for this guy, I already solved it. I solved it over here. So this bar TBE, let me just go ahead. It was tension. So it was tension at B, it should be tension at E. So let me just put this as going out, okay? Trying to pull joint E with a force of how much TBE? So it should be 1,000 the square root of 5. Okay, so that's what this thing is doing. So my problem is already set. Let me just go there. I think I solved it over here. No, I'm still one more missing. So let's just do it. So X. What would I put at X? So at X, I will put a lot of stuff, and at Y, I want to put a lot of stuff. So bear with me. Let's just put at X. This thing is going to the right. So I'm going to put 440, the square root of 41 positive, but not the whole deal, just a little bit of a part. Which part? Well, this part, the 5. Therefore, I'm going to put 5 square root of 41. Okay, okie dokie. So plus, let me just emphasize with a plus. Now this guy is going to the left. So minus 1,000 square root of 5. But sum of it, which is, remember, I have it over here. The horizontal part is 1 square root of 5. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna write down, okay? So this guy, TEC is going to the right, so plus TEC, but sum of it, and this sum of it should be this same thing. These guys are symmetrical. So maybe you can see in the original drawing that this still 1, 2, and 1, and also, no surprises, this is a 4 and a 5, which is square root of, again, 41, and this is square root of 5. So since they are symmetric, I only needed to do in one of the sides. Therefore, the horizontal part that I'm looking for TEC is 1 square root of 5, okay? And this guy, so plus TED, oh my God, I'm having a lag over here with this pen. So what I'm doing over here is TED, how much? Horizontal part is 5 square root of 41. Well, okay, and now this guy is equals to 0. So horrible, freaking horrible equation. But let me just do some simplifications right from the start. Now, if you see this, I wanna try to move this thing over here because it messes with me. So from here, I will see that this guy is actually, let's just put it again. So X, let me just X in a nicer way. This thing is 2200, maybe I'm not mistaken, 2200 minus 1000, okay, minus 1000, and this guy's over there, okay, so plus, again, TEC1 square root of 5, and plus TED 5, the square root of 41 equals to 0. Okay, so this thing is actually, well, I'm gonna put it over here, TEC. Why are you doing all this? I just want to simplify it somehow so the equations look a little bit nicer, but you don't need to do all this thing. I just want to, for some things I am very obsessive, so I want to simplify as much as possible. We need to look at one equation for X nicely. So this guy is positive, it's gonna pass as negative over here, 1200. So I think I have that right. Maybe I'm right. Okay, so let's go. Now that was only for the X part. I'm gonna do it for the Y part. Okay, so for the Y part, still join E, okay? So the Y part, I will have what? Let me just, I actually can save myself a little bit of space. So for the Y part, yeah. So for the Y part, I will get, oh my God, all of these guys will contribute for the Y part. Well, sorry about this thing, okay? And what I will have over here is the plus 440 square root of 41 times its vertical component, which is 2 square root of 41, got it, I already had that one, minus, this guy is going up, down, 1000 square root of 5, the vertical part is the 2 square root of, also I think I made a mistake, so the 2 square root of 5. Let me just go here. I think I made a mistake with this, with some of these 2. Yeah, this thing cannot be 2. It should be 4. That's the vertical part. So, yeah, I just wanted to do that one. So 4 and that one. Okay, so this is just the things that I know. Let's just go with this one, with these guys. So if I'm gonna do with these guys, I'm gonna put the minus going down, TEC, the vertical part, which is again 2 square root of 5, and minus TED, yeah, TED for the square root of 41. No, I think it's not 4. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4. It's over there. That's the vertical part. Equals to 0. Okay, oh my God, let's just simplify this. And if you see, this guy should be 1760. I think that's what I had, minus 2000, and I will have a number that I'm gonna put over there as a positive. Therefore, for the Y part, I think I have it over here. I put it rightly. Yeah, I put it rightly. Now minus TEC, 2 square root of 5 minus TED. Oh my God, this is a long problem, boring problem. Yeah, I'd rather take a boring problem than a difficult problem. Well, actually, not all of the time, but at least you know the mechanics or the method to do this. And this guy should be equals to plus, I'm gonna put plus 240, okay? Which is this result over there, but it's gonna pass as positive. Okay, so I'm stuck with these 2 guys. Let me just put it with these 2 guys as a summary of what the hell I had put. This, again, this joint, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I'm doing the hard part so you can actually have a clue of how it is, okay? Maybe you wanna follow me, but I would rather take, for example, D and then C, and I have it ended the problem. But nonetheless, I'm doing that thing, okay? So for that thing, I'm gonna just write 1 square root of 5 here, and I'm gonna put TED plus TED. The 5, the square root of 41 equals to minus 1200. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I think I did this here. I'm gonna multiply this equation by 2 and this one by 1, okay? So this is times 2 and this is times 1. So, no. idiot. The other way around. The other way around. Because I want this 2 and this 1 to cancel each other. So what I'm going to put over here, yeah, you're wasting your life here doing this with me. But this is for something. So 2 and this is 1, okay? So what you will have over here, this is, so I'm gonna erase these guys. That was the whole deal. So these guys, I will add them up and it will be 0. So I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna do it in just one jump. This is -4 square root of 41. And this is plus 10 because 2 times 5 will give me a plus 10. They have the same denominator, but they have different numerators. So 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. So I'm gonna have a TED 6 square root of 41 equals to, this guy was 480. Let me just put the, ay Dios. Nope. This guy is 220. This guy is 220. So let me just put 220. Now minus 400. Okay, I think I did that right. Therefore, what I have over here, let me just, this is minus 2160. Okay, if I'm doing things correctly. Therefore, for this part, I have that TED equals to, if I'm not mistaken, minus 360 square root of 41. Okay, so this thing is compression. Oh my God, I think we are already there. Actually, we are not already there, but I'm gonna leave it you. So I have worked myself a lot. So you don't know my pain, but I have a lot of work. And then let's just get the TEC. So I already have I already have this thing. And now for the TEC, I need to pick one of these. And well, let me just, I'm gonna pick one of them, but let me just put it over there. So TEC, this is one that I'm gonna pick. So TEC, so TEC from here, TEC 1 square root of 5, 1 square root of 5. And then I will have the, okay, so this guy plus minus 360 square root of 41, yeah, times this component, the vertical component, remember? Yeah, I think you remember. Equals to minus 1200. Nothing has changed for this equation x, okay? So from what I have over here, this guy is 41, so it just goes. And therefore TEC, if I'm doing my arithmetics rightly, this guy is minus, but it's gonna be a plus. So what I have over there, if I'm not mistaken, this guy is minus 1800. So it passes here as a plus 1800. Therefore, this guy should be 600. Okay, so I'm gonna put here 600 square root of 5. Okay, so this thing should be in tension. So got it. And I don't wanna kill you with this, but there's still this bar missing. The DC bar is still missing. So try to do join D down. This is your homework, okay? So try to do join D and get to this point. I don't know if I'm right, but because I haven't actually checked it, but you try to check that this thing is right. So I have that as intention for TDC. I should put another, so you know which is the bar that I'm referring to. Okay. So now I'm done. I already know all of them. Bam, bam, and bam. I already know all of these guys. And yeah, it's a long problem, but it's a mechanical or a methodical problem. Okay, so there's not much to it. Okay, guys, so see you later.